Hi everyone, welcome to our Monday evening yoga class. I'm Wren. For those of you who haven't been here with me before, and for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Couple little housekeeping things before we get started. Some options that I'll offer you throughout class tonight for some props are, number one, if you don't have a yoga strap at home, but have something like a scarf or a sock or a towel or a belt nearby, go ahead and grab that. It will just be a choice towards the end of class. Go ahead and grab a pillow or a couch pillow or something like that. And then there will be a few times throughout class where if you typically use blocks, that might be a nice addition to our practice this evening. If you don't have blocks at home, you can use shoebox. If you don't have two shoe boxes, books are also a great stand-in. And you might be thinking, well, Wren, if I use books as blocks, then, they might topple over if I lean down onto them. And I would say that is a very astute observation and brings up a very good point that we shouldn't necessarily be dumping all of our weight down into blocks and using them in that way. The way that we'll use them tonight is really just a touch point for balance, not to absorb any weight. So you'll do fine with books. You'll do fine with nothing if you don't have any of those things available. And finally, if you'd like to follow along with tonight's playlist on Spotify, this is what it looks like. It's called March Yoga 2020, and I'll let you know when to press play. So let's go ahead and head on over to our yoga space, whether that is a yoga mat or some kind of exercise mat, even a towel or a carpet will do just fine. Find any kind of comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. Rest your hands comfortably on your lap or by your sides. Permission to be still. You can allow the eyes to close or gaze softly downward. And while we are all stuck indoors, it's easy to start to feel quite restless. And sometimes that can feel like being in motion and being still all at once, not only in the body, but also in the mind. That tendency to feel restless and cooped up starts to manifest in the body, manifest in the thoughts. You may notice the mind oscillating back and forth between rapid movement and feeling of sluggishness. And as we move throughout our practice this evening, I encourage you to pay attention to that dichotomy, movement and stillness. There will be times when we're moving dynamically and times when we are still. Do so mindfully. And notice the breath. It's almost always in perpetual motion, but yet has those sweet, brief moments of peace where the breath is not moving in or out. In between inhale and exhale, exhale and inhale. And when we choose to move or choose to be still, we can let that feeling of restlessness, that feeling of losing control, start to melt away. allowing this practice to be our moving meditation our conscious choice to move, our conscious choice to be still. Feel the breath move into your body. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, let it go. Blink your eyes open if they are closed. Rock forward off of your pillow and set it off to the side. If you're going to follow along with the playlist, go ahead and get it pulled up, and then 1, 2, 3, play. Arrange yourself in tabletop, all fours, shoulders stacking over the wrists and hips stacking over the knees. Inhale, allow your hips to sink forward towards your wrists. Lift your heart and lift your gaze. Exhale, sit the hips back, child's pose. Inhale, coming forward, king cobra. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward, moving mindfully. Exhale, back. This time we'll pause in child's pose. Be still. Let your forehead and your arms completely relax. Keeping your hips and your head low, walk your hands over to the right, stretching in the left side body, and keeping the left sitting bone down and back. Walk your hands back through center and all the way to the left. Breathe deeply into your right lung, right sitting bone down and back. Walk your hands back to center. Take one more breath here. And then press back to your tabletop. Rearrange your knees back under your hips if they went wide. Press the left hand down and sweep the right arm open and up so that your hand is above your ear. Bring your bicep near your ear. Stretch your fingertips overhead. Inhale. Exhale, bend your elbow. Peel your chest and shoulder open. Elbow coming back towards the right ribs. Inhale, reach and unwind. Exhale, bend your elbow, open up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back. This time, inhale, hand reaches back up over the ear. Exhale, thread the needle, right shoulder and right side of the head come down. Walk your left fingertips forward and send your sitting bones to the sky. Be still. Slide your left hand back. Press it down as you sweep your right arm up and open, opening all the way to the side, coming to your supported half moon. Lift your right leg. Unwind, coming down to all fours, and then right away, left arm swings up and open to the left. Hand over your ear. And then inhale, fingertips reach overhead, bicep to ear. Exhale, left elbow peels open and back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open up. Inhale. Exhale. This time, hand goes way up over the ear. And exhale, thread the needle, left shoulder and side of the head come down. Right fingertips crawl forward, sitting bones reach to the sky. Slide your right hand back underneath the shoulder, press it down, swing that left arm up and open. Continue to open up towards your side, supported half moon. Slowly unwind, coming back to your tabletop. Tuck your toes and then straighten your legs, coming into plank pose, top of a push-up. Take an inhale. Exhale, step the right foot forward to the outside edge of the right hand and twist open to the right. Easy twist pose. Inhale, hand comes down, step the right foot back. Exhale, step the left foot forward and twist. Inhale, unwind, step back. Exhale, right leg forward, twist. Inhale, unwind and step back. Exhale, left leg forward and twist. Inhale, unwind and pause in your plank pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. If you feel the urge to move here, do so for the first breath or two and then come towards stillness. Setting the sitting bones straight up to the sky. Pressing the hands firmly down and back to rotate biceps forward, triceps back. Inhale, look forward in between your thumbs. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, hands to shins with a flat back, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Press the feet firmly down into the floor. Inhale, rise up, reach overhead. Exhale, hands touch in front of your heart. And then down by your sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root the feet down to rise up. Exhale, prayer hands in front of the heart. And down by your sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, stand up. Exhale, hands through heart center and relax them by your sides. Open your arms out to a T. Sweep your right arm under your left and cross at the elbows, either touching the backs of the arms together or wrapping the hands around for the full expression of eagle arms. If it's not quite working today, touching the backs of the hands towards one another is perfectly fine. Lift the elbows up to shoulder height and pull them away from your body as you sit down and back into chair pose. Find your steady breath here, pressing the feet down and energetically apart from one another as if you were going to pull your mat apart with your feet. Inhale, straighten the legs, stand on your left leg, twist the arms open to the right. Unwind, stand on your two equal feet, arms coming out to a T. This time left arm wraps underneath the right, crossing at the elbows, backs of the hands touch. Sitting bones go down and back, belly in and up. Soften your jaw. Let your body be still, even here in this effort. Start to straighten the legs, come to stand on your right foot, twist open to your left. Unwind, stand on your two equal feet, reach up. And exhale, fold. Inhale up halfway. Plant your hands, step back to plank pose and pause. Gently set the knees down. Slowly lower the body all the way down. Keep the elbows close to your sides. Inhale, press up, baby cobra. Exhale, pressing through tabletop. Tuck your toes, send your hips high, down dog. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Once you're empty of breath, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Option to use those books or blocks here if they are handy or helpful to you. Make sure your feet are separated on 2 lanes of traffic and not a balance beam, and squeeze them energetically towards one another. Walk the hands up the front thigh and inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend into your back knee. Just lightly touch the mat with that back knee. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend and pause. Keep the front knee bent. Just straighten the back leg. Bring the hands back down either towards your blocks or books or shoe boxes or on fingertips on either side of your front foot. Start to straighten and bend into that front leg. Back leg is straight. Pull the right hip back in space. Crown of head forward. The next time the front leg is straight, leave it straight. You can shorten up your stance if you need to. Coming into your pyramid pose. 2 straight legs, long spine. Notice how it feels to be still. If the thoughts are still racing, separate the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Smooth out the breath. Bend into your front leg once more. Frame that front foot and see how quietly you can step the right foot back to meet the left in plank. Option to use the knees to lower down or hug the low belly in and up. Rock the shoulders forward of the wrists, lower halfway down. Inhale up, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, hips rise, down dog. Take a deep breath in. Empty it out. Once your breath is empty, step the left foot forward. Option to use the blocks here while we set up the foundation. Widen the feet, but squeeze them towards one another. Walk the hands up the front thigh. Inhale, fingertips skyward. Exhale, tap the right knee down. Inhale, 2 straight legs. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straight. Exhale, bend. Controlling every movement. Let every breath, inhale and exhale, be just a little bit longer than each movement. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, bend and pause. Keeping the front knee bent, straighten the back leg, bringing the hands down, blocks or toward the floor on either side of the front foot. Straighten and bend into that front knee. And the next time that leg is straight, again, feeling free to shorten up that stance. Coming into your pyramid pose. Pull the left hip back to deepen the hip crease, making room in the low belly for your fold. Rather than thinking of bringing the forehead to the knee, think of lying the chest down on the mat in front of your foot. Be still here, only the breath is moving. And then bend into that front knee, slide the blocks out of the way. Press the hands down, quiet step of the left foot back. You can choose either version of that lowering down with or without the knees. Or at any time you can feel free to skip it all together and just send the hips high, taking 2 extra breaths in down dog. And all together, take a deep breath in and open mouth exhale. Seal your lips and breathe in and out through the nose. Inhale and lift your right leg behind you any amount. Press that foot back more than up and have all 5 toes face down. Exhale, rock forward, step that foot between the hands. Spin your back heel down to about 45 degrees so that the toes face forward. Squeeze the heels energetically towards one another. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, left arm comes underneath the right, eagle arms. Lift the elbows up and away. Inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Elbows come to the inside of your right knee. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. And exhale, open to warrior 2. These back toes still slightly angled forward. Squeeze the heels energetically towards one another. Slowly start to rock forward, coming into your half moon. You can always use that block or something like a block as a touch point for balance. Gentle bend into that front knee. Keep the front knee bent, reach back, reverse warrior. Come back to warrior 2. Slide forward, half moon. Bend into that front knee, step the left foot back, reverse. Continue moving through these 3 poses at your own pace. Finding movement in the transitions and a moment of stillness in each posture. The next time that you're in reverse warrior, we'll pause there. Inhale back to warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Step that right foot back to plank. And over the next 2 breaths, take your journey to down dog. When you get there, take a deep breath in. Open mouth, let it go. Seal your lips and breathe in and out through the nose. Inhale, lift your left leg behind you any amount. Exhale, rock forward, knee to chest, and then step it between the hands. Spin the back heel down 45 degrees. Squeeze the heels together. Inhale, arms forward and up. Wrapping right under left. Cross at the elbows, eagle arms. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, fold. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. exhale, fold. Inhale up and then exhale, open up, warrior two. Find your stillness here first. And then find that transition forward to your half moon. Bend into your left knee, a quiet step of the right foot back, reverse warrior. Coming back, warrior two. Slow transition forward. And a quiet step back. At your own pace, move when you are moving. Be still when you are still. The next time you're in reverse warrior, we'll pause there. Coming back, warrior two. And then cartwheel the arms down, frame that front foot, quiet step back into plank. Over the next 2 breaths, moving in any way that you need to end up in downward facing dog. And take a deep breath in. Open mouth, let it go. Seal your lips and just breathe. Inhale, look forward in between your thumbs. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, up halfway, belly in and up, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach up. And exhale, hands through heart and by your sides. Bring your hands to your hips and sit your hips down and back. Shift the weight onto your left foot and then lift your right leg up, crossing it over the left, setting up for eagle pose. Squeezing the outer shins towards one another. This can be all the further you go with the legs if you choose. If you like, you can wrap that ankle underneath. Notice if that right hip and knee start to pull over towards the left, we want everything square to the front, so squeeze the hips firmly together. Bringing the arms out to a T. Left arm underneath right, bend at the elbows. Sit down and back. Lift elbows up and away. Keeping the arms as they are. Press into the left foot. Unhook the right leg and send it back behind you for warrior three with eagle arms. Bend into your left leg, set your right toes gently back, unwind your arms, crescent lunge, fingertips go high. Exhale, twist to your left, arms out to a T. Bring your left hand either to your sacrum or to the back of your right thigh. Stretch your right arm up and overhead. Like you're moving through water. Slowly, right hand comes down to the inside edge of the left foot. Easy twist. Press the right hand down, step that left foot back to your side plank. Slowly unwind, plank pose. Lower down. Coming up through cobra or up dog. Hips go high, down dog. Inhale, look forward between your thumbs. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach up. Hands to heart. And down. Hands come to hips, sit your hips down and back. Transfer the weight into the right foot, pick up your left leg and cross. Be open to the possibility that this might look different left to right. That foot might not quite hook. That's okay. Arms out to a T, right arm underneath the left. Be still. Keep the arms as they are, press down into the right foot, unhooking the left, coming into your warrior three with eagle arms. Quiet step of the left foot back, unwind the arms, reach them high. And exhale, twist open to your right. Right hand comes to the sacrum or the back of the left thigh. Reach up and back through that left ring finger. Slowly moving to your easy twist, left hand comes down to the inside edge of the right foot. Right hand reaches skyward. Quiet step of the right foot back into your side plank. Slowly unwind. This time lowering the knees and all the way down to the belly. Stack your palms and rest your forehead down. You can let your heels go out, toes come in, let everything be soft. Lifting the head, bringing your forearms out in front of you so that your elbow is underneath your shoulder or just slightly in front of, but not behind. Press the palms down into the mat. Lift your heart. Press the pelvis down into the floor. And then as if your belly button were trying to reach forward and up towards the front of the mat, elongate the front of your spine. Let the chin stay parallel, shoulders down and back. Turn your gaze over your left shoulder. Bringing gaze back through center and over to the right. Bring the gaze back through the center. Walk your right hand over towards your left, and then reach your left hand back for the quad stretch. Press the front of your left hip down towards the floor. And let that go, and then switch your sides. Letting go of the right foot, bringing your forearms back down. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders and press on up. And then we'll transition onto our backs. Lying all the way down and back. Crossing right leg over left, coming into your eagle legs once more. And then same with the arms, right over left. Pulling the elbows up and away, and then touching your fingertips to the floor above your head, and your toes are touching down. Take an inhale. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, toes and fingertips touch the floor. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it in that crunch. Open the arms to a T. Leave the legs as they are. Drop your legs over to the left and look over your right hand. Keep both shoulder blades down on the mat. Twist from the belly and be still. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the knees back through the middle, uncross the legs, and hug the knees in towards the chest. And then crossing left leg over right. Left arm over right. Touching fingertips and toes above and below you. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, fingertips and toes touch. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold that crunch. Arms to a T. Let the legs drop over to the right. Relax your head down and gaze towards your left fingertips. Both shoulder blades flat. Be still and breathe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your knees back to center, unwind and hug them in. Bring your feet down to touch the mat. Keep the knees bent. Press your palms into the mat on either side of your hips. And very slowly start to tuck your pelvis under as if you're bringing your pubic bone up towards your belly button. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, start to lift your tailbone, your lumbar spine, your thoracic spine, all the way up until you finally get up into a bridge pose. There's plenty of time, no need to hurry. Press the heels firmly down. Be mindful if the knees are starting to bow outward, gently hug the inner thighs towards one another. Contract your glutes to send the hips a little higher and snuggle your shoulder blades together underneath your chest. Leave space between your chin and your chest. And then just as slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll all the way back down. There's a tendency to take the whole middle spine as one piece, so be very mindful, tucking the pelvis under, letting one spinous process press down at a time. And then once your hips are fully resting down, start that process over, but this time include the arms to lift up just as slowly as the hips. So that when your arms arrive overhead, with the backs of the hands touching the floor above your head, that's when you finally reach the top of that spinal elevator all the way up. When you get there, take a pause, let the body be still, breath moving smoothly. And then slowly back down, arms and spine and hips moving together. Let this be even slower than you want it to be. And then reach for your pillow, lift your hips, slide the pillow underneath your hips, and set them down for a supported bridge pose. You can either leave the knees pointing skyward or knock them together with the feet out wide. Hands can rest beside you or on your belly. Press into the feet. Lift your hips, removing that pillow out from underneath. And then if you're using some sort of a strap, have that handy. First, press your palms into the mat on either side of your hips and send the soles of your feet skyward. Let the tailbone be heavy, but the soles of the feet are light, pulling your legs up towards the sky. Engage the core, flattening the low back down towards the mat. And then reaching for your strap, lower your left leg down and hook the strap anywhere on your right leg. If the knee is bent, it can be behind the knee or through the arch of the foot. Flex the right toenails back towards the shin and let your left leg relax down. Let the right outer hip feel heavy towards the earth. Transfer both ends of that strap into your right hand, and then place your left hand on the top of your left hip. Take an inhale, and exhale, deeply bend your right knee, bringing your right knee towards your armpit to the outside of your rib cage. Half happy baby. Inhale to straighten, exhale to bend. Continue at your pace of breath. Constant motion between one and the other. And the next time that knee is bent, leave it there and breathe. Inhale, straighten the leg, bringing both hands back to the strap. With every exhale, pull that leg just a little closer to you. Every inhale, back it off. Leg can be straight or have a slight bend, whatever makes sense for your body today. And then change both ends of the strap into the left hand and bring your right hand to your right outer hip. Flexing that leg, sending the heel skyward, toes towards the shin. Keep contact with the floor with your right hip and start to cross your right leg over just slightly to the left. And then start to bend your right knee, unhook your foot, coming into your figure four, right ankle to the left top of the thigh or knee. You can reach through for the back of the thigh or just hold each outer thigh. Hug that shape closer to you on your exhales and further away on your inhales. You can also choose to rock this shape side to side. Send both feet skyward. Reach for your strap and drop your right leg, hooking it around your left foot. Heel high, toenails to shin. Both ends of the strap into the left hand, right hand pressing into the front of the right hip. And your exhales, bend that knee deeply. Inhale to straighten. Hold the bend. Straighten that leg, taking both ends of the strap. Exhale as you pull it closer. Inhale farther away. Take both ends of the strap in the right hand to left hip heavy, heel high, toes low, and cross it over towards the right. Bend into the left knee, release the strap to the side, coming into your figure four. Taking that shape closer as you exhale, further away as you inhale. Or side to side. your knees in towards your chest and be still. And then draw the knees wide of the chest towards your armpits and send the soles of the feet skyward. You can either grab onto the backs of your thighs behind the knees or reach your arms in between your knees and then across your shins for the outside edges of the ankles or feet for happy baby. Let your tailbone be heavy. Choose what you need here, motion or stillness. That can look like rocking from side to side, or straightening one leg and then the other, or being completely still. Take the next 5 breaths for what you need, and if you're choosing motion, allow the last 1 to 2 breaths to be in stillness. And then hug the knees back into the chest once more. And then here on your back, start to take any intuitive movement that your body needs. Straighten one leg and then the other. Move the arms in circles. Bend them out to a cactus. Lift the arms and legs skyward. Just move. Listen to your body. Let those movements become bigger and all-encompassing. If those movements have been asymmetrical, even out your sides. Hug everything in towards the chest, knees, chin, forehead. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, start to take up space. Let everything go. Relaxing. Inviting stillness into your body and into your mind. Knowing that when it's time to come out of our final resting pose, Shavasana, I will guide you. So allow yourself this time and space. If the mind wanders, just bring it back to that space in between each breath. Start to deepen your inhalations and lengthen your exhalations. Accentuating that pause between each movement of the breath. Draw one palm to your heart and one palm to your belly, feeling the wave-like rise and fall, and the beating of the heart in the chest. When you feel ready, roll over to one side and pause for a breath or two before making your way up to a comfortable seat. And whenever you arrive, keep your gaze low or close your eyes. Sit up tall and press the palms to touch in front of the heart. Anjali Mudra. When we press our palms together, we show a gesture of gratitude. Grateful for this breath, grateful for this body. Grateful for the ability to move and to be still. Draw to mind one thing about yourself that makes you feel grateful. Hold that thought close to your heart, and we will end with our breath in unity, so exhale fully to prepare. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, let it go. Thank you, yogis. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm honored as always to share this time with you. I hope you are well. Take care of yourselves and everybody else, and I will see you next time.